Hello, welcome to my channel. Great news. I am in my Tyler binder again. And the good news is we are looking chunky. And that means that it's because I am finding my groove. I am really excited to be sharing today how I laid out my planner and just want to walk you through. So first things first, those of you that know me know I appreciate some of the cheaper writing utensils. So you're going to notice I have a purple highlighter in here right now. I'm also using a yellow highlighter. I'll show you guys why in just a few minutes. I've also been using just a mechanical pencil and then a cheap little Bic pen for my day-to-day writing that I have been working on within my planner. So anyways, those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. My name is Samantha, but I go by Sam. The rule here is I show you guys my planner life in unfiltered ways. So literally you're going to see it for what it is. Things that I have over here. So this is the Franklin Covey Tyler binder, classic size. I often get asked how heavy it is. The answer to that, y'all, is it is heavy when you chunk it up. So it is heavy. I'm not going to pretend that it's lightweight. If you want something lightweight, you can either control the amount of inserts that you have, or you can also look at some different options. I have several because I come from the planner world. So I have like a Happy Planner classic size right there that I've used in the past. I also have a Moterm just with a Stalogy notebook. This is an A5 size that I am known to use from time to time for note-taking, etc. So there's different planner options, but this works for me. What I'm going to be showing you guys right now is I have some Post-it tabs. These are ones I got at Walmart. They're like little, I don't know, they've got little shimmery shine. I decided to pop those in last night because I only have a few left and I'm hoping to just finish some of the stuff that I had a plethora of. So that's why I've got those there. I have a business card of somebody that I need to enter in, so I've left it right there. Things that I have on this side right now. So earlier today, I went to the post office to go drop off a couple bills, but I have other important papers right here that I need to process and go through. So I leave them right there. When I open, says, hello, Samantha, pay attention. These are important. So that's how my brain works on that. Got a small little dashboard right here. I've had this thing for a while and I put it there and it just seems to look pretty. I like the way that it looks, so it has been staying there. I have the yearly fold out from Franklin Covey. I have 3 different versions going on and I'll show those to you guys. I have one that is for the boys' schedule. So my 9-year-old and 6-year-old, we're on a co-parenting schedule. So I have that schedule there. I have a Touch 33 for my real estate business. So marketing stuff that I'm going to be working on. I haven't done anything with it yet, but it is there because my intention is there. And then I also have my other job, the marketing calendar there too, that I'll be working on. So I have these 3 things. But what I do, if you can see, is I use the purple highlighter to highlight the days that I have my boys. And that way it just helps me know what I've got, plan what I've got, etc. Those of you that are in the co-parenting world, I don't know about y'all, but unless you're a week on, week off, it can get very confusing, especially when you have holidays and early release days and all kinds of stuff. So this helps me stay as organized as I possibly can. So that is what I have those calendars there for. And then I also have my bill calendar. So I have a tab. And if you notice, I did purple right here so that I could differentiate. I clearly labeled what they are. I got these tabs at Amazon. I think they were like, I don't know, there's like a crap ton, 300, 200 for 10 bucks or something, super cheap. They're not the best quality, you guys, but who cares, because I'm just using them for this and I can replace them if I needed to. And I have yet to replace them and I've been using them for months. The bill calendar, I keep my bill calendar and I highlight as I go. I'm keeping this here. So it's got all of my months for 2024. And again, they're Franklin Covey Carrara inserts, but like even for March, I've been highlighting what I've got going bill wise, and that seems to work perfect for me. So keeping it there. Today I started plugging in because in April I've got like HOA quarterly dues, etc. I'm going to have my car registration due in April as well, so I'll be plugging that in. But this is my way of making sure that I don't forget what bills need to get taken care of. I also have this little folder has been because I'm trying to do better about entering people's mailing addresses into my phone. So I entered 2 earlier today while I was grabbing coffee, and I had a couple minutes while they were making it. And I have 1 person left that I need to enter, so I leave that there. I've got just business cards and inspiration cards right here. So I keep these on hand. I love writing thank you cards. Anyone that knows me, I tend to carry thank you cards in my work bag, in my car. I keep them on my desk. I tend to keep postage stamps on purpose because of that, but I have positivity quotes because I like throwing those in and just inspiring people. And then I have a couple of my piles of business cards right there. I have some Post-it notes that I keep here in a Ziploc pouch, like one of these Franklin Covey ones. I keep those there because you never know when you need your Post-it notes. Something I added last night that I want to keep, I am going to be traveling for work this week after the boys go with their dad. So something that I'm trying to do a better job is I'm noticing that in my purse, I just have a whole bunch of folded receipts and it's driving me nuts. So I decided to break one down into my job, my personal ones, and then my other job. So that way I can tuck them in and I can enter them in wherever I need to enter them in, whether it's an expense report, whether it's for tax write-offs, whether it's for just record keeping, whatnot. So that's what those envelopes are there for. And then I have the Carrara inserts. So something I did this weekend is I went on ahead. Originally I had January through March. I went on ahead and flushed out all of my January and February, still kept March obviously because that's where we're at. And then I added April, May, June, and July. So that is why this thing looks so thick. You do not have to do that. This goes back to plan how you want to plan. The way that life has been carrying me lately, having these months so I can try to get some dates and things pre-established is working for me. So I'm trying to keep those there. I also added the June and July months because I'm gonna have the kids' summer schedule. I've got older kiddo things, younger kiddo things, my personal things, etc. So I'm like, I need to make sure that I am not only through spring, but through summer in this case for us. So that's what I have. Now, I'm going to walk you guys through my week. So I think that it's important to know your planning world does not need to look perfect, you guys. It's all about just making it work for you. So for example, I've gotten quite a bit done today, and I need to go and do this. That was rescheduled. So this is a perfect example of where I'm going to go through and just kind of mark through what I need to get done. But you can see my week. I tend to block some things. Now, something I think that really matters is your daily tasks. So on the Franklin Covey inserts, you have prioritized daily tasks. Sometimes you may know what those are for the day, and sometimes you may not when you're trying to plan your week forward. I tend to be kind of a little bit, a happy combination of two is what I'll say. So what that means to me is sometimes I know specifically on certain days what I need to get knocked out, and then other days I just don't have anything yet, but I know more than likely something's going to carry over from what I was working on, and then I would put it on my day. Okay, so feel free to do it. Again, it goes back to however is going to work for you. I just got the different appointments that I need to get done. Wednesday, I dropped the boys off at school. I've got a quick call, and then I'm going to be airport bound because I've got to go take care of some clients in a different state. So I just made a note for myself. It's going to be a travel day, right? I know that I have site inspections that I'm working on that day, so I am not going to try to get all crazy complicated. I'm keeping my planning, my life very simple. I also have Friday, it's going to be a travel day because I get to come back home. And so needing to make sure that I just plan according. So the travel day, I've got some special projects for work that we're going to be working on. So I made sure to put that down. And then I've got travel day because I'm going to be spending some time with my daughter. So there's more travel time, 2 travelings in 1 week. Lord help me. I got 2 suitcases packed. And I'm just learning to just go with the flow. But then I've got Monday, right? So next week, not this week, but next week, the boys are going to be with me for spring break this year. Again, co-parenting schedule. So I've already planned my week. I've made a note So when I'm looking at my schedule, because I don't know about you guys, but it is so easy to get overbooked sometimes, but I needed to make sure that I made note that the boys are with me for spring break, right? So those things matter. My schedule will end up reflecting, not this week, but next week, that I have the boys primarily. And so my work day will look a little bit different for that week, but it just helps me stay on track, right? And then Monday the 25th, I know that I've got to take the boys back to school because it's going to be normal. I haven't done much planning after that, you guys. Like, do you see how I try to keep it as bland as I can? My son likes to write. My 6-year-old loves writing notes. So I'm always finding little, what I call love notes all over the place that Whit's been around. But that's what that looks like. And then you just have the other spreads, right? Like all the dailies I haven't done anything with. Now I want to hop over here because I went over to, I think it was Office Depot, and I got the At a Glance brand of, these are called Edavi, but I got the weekly and monthly refill. The reason I got these ones, you guys, is I have some specific things at work. We have some pretty large clients that I service and I work with. And so I was finding myself, like, there's a bunch of special projects in a different state that I'm overseeing. There's just so many moving legs that I was like, okay, I need to make sure that I have just one place where I can put specific things for that customer down. So I bought the weekly and monthly. So from a monthly perspective, I know what my customer has going right here. And then on a weekly, I'm able to put some specific important need to knows. And I say that from a business perspective. For example, like if you knew, like in real estate, if I knew that I had a home inspection, I would put the home inspection date. If I knew a date of closing, I would put the date of closing. If you have a customer and you guys have a special project that you're going to be cleaning windows or cleaning a garage or whatever it is, right? Like anything. This is a perfect place where I did this on purpose. I have my Carrara tab, so my brain knows Carrara is just like my day-to-day. But these color tabs, I really liked. A, the color, I like it. But B, it's my brain knows that these have to do with something completely different than here. Does that make sense? Because if it was all in gray and white, my brain cannot differentiate too well or quick enough. And I can see myself starting to get confused, going to the wrong month, and it just becoming a cluster. So I went on ahead and did it this way for myself. I just started these this weekend. So Friday night, I started putting this together and we'll see how it works. I have special projects going on. So we have a lot of special project stuff going on. So I marked all that stuff down to make sure that I can highlight as we go. And then I've got this all the way through July. So I matched what I have on the Carrara side with this calendar professionally, right? So it goes through July as well. So that's that. Something that was surprising, not surprising, I won't say surprising, but something, I don't know about you guys, but do you ever have those moments in life where you're like, yep, this is my life, this is where I'm at, and I just have to embrace it for what it is? Yes, well, I have those moments still. Those of you that have followed me know I've just got some challenges, in some areas of my life is what I'll say. And so something that I have is scratch paper, right? I keep scratch paper for daily note taking, but something that was, I don't know, not sad. It just is what it is. So we'll just call it for that. But I do have to keep a copy of my divorce decree. So I keep a copy of my decree. So it says it's a tab for decree. And then I have what's called a parenting plan. Those of you that live in the co-parenting world know what a parenting plan is. So I have that there too for reference. I can honestly say this is how much space it takes. A lot of space. It sucks that I have to do that, but it's where I'm at. And I hope that one day this whole stack of stuff will be able to be removed so that I just carry this part of my planning would be nice, because this does add some unnecessary weight in more than one ways, if you know what I mean. But for today, that is where it is. So that is where it is. But it helps me because prior to not having it freely available, it just, sometimes I have to go digging through things that I don't necessarily want to go digging through, and it just wastes a lot of my time, and I'm trying to be more productive and efficient with my time. So that is what I have there. I actually have a little thank you card from somebody that wrote me a super kind note from a while back. And today while I was cleaning out, I was like, oh my God, I forgot to put that on my bulletin board. So I'll be putting that on my bulletin board. But this is what I have. So this is what my planning life looks like for right now. I'm not getting crazy with the different colors. I know I've done that in the past, trying to like color coordinate and all that stuff. I am more about just efficiencies right now. That's where I'm at, and that's where I'm going to stay for the time being. I find that doing things this way is really helping me stay productive and efficient. So that is what I've got going on. Something I'll be merging. So I've got a Stalogy. This is the half year version. I've been using that for work. This was originally a journal, but I ran out of my 365 Stalogy paper on hand and didn't want, like, the full 365 day one was just very, very chunky in here, and it wasn't allowing me to zip it up the way I wanted. So this half year one seems to be doing the trick. I just throw it in there and I zip it. But I just ordered over the weekend some Franklin Covey 7-hole punch. Not the Franklin Covey paper, because it's like super expensive, you guys. I just ordered some on Amazon. I think it comes with like 100 pages, but I'm going to be stacking some extra one in there. I did the grid paper because I do love that about my Stalogy, is I use the grid. And so I'm going to be adding that in there so that I don't have to carry this notebook around, since the weight of this one is already starting to get pretty heavy. So I'm trying to offset where I can. But in the meantime, until that paper arrives today, I am using my notebook as usual. So I tend to use this. I keep any little loose papers in there. I end up kind of marking when I start and when I finish those. I don't know how other people are about it, but I have that. And then I've got some extra things at work that I need to finish today. So what I did is I literally put this right here. I go here and I zip it so that when I'm seeing it, my brain doesn't forget that I need to get this done today. Like, it is staying there on purpose, because if I were to tuck it in the back or something, y'all, I am gonna forget that I need to get it done. So it is staying there with purpose and with reason. But yeah, that's got it. I've got my purple highlighter is for the boys' activities, anything going on that's like parenting with the boys. And then I've got my yellow highlighter just for the day-to-day stuff on my Carraras to highlight away, or my bills or whatnot. So I try to do 2 different colors. I find that using multiple colors this way helps my brain, so I can quickly pivot and know what I'm doing. And then, like I said, I just carry a mechanical pencil and a cheap black pen. But yeah, that is what I've got for this week. I hope that you guys are doing fantastic and out there in our little planner world. If you guys want me to post about anything specifically that I'm doing or how I'm doing, let me know. Any advice, I'm happy to share. You can also follow me on Instagram. I am under the Samantha Gibson, and I will be posting some pictures of my awesome little planner. You can also find me on TikTok under the Samantha Gibson, or I think Instagram, I'm also on Just Selling Houses or a Faith-Driven Realtor. And then Facebook, the Samantha Gibson too, or Just Selling Houses. And with that said, I see you, I love you, you matter to me. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.